I'm with Stefan Wieland, the Business and Development Manager at HARMAN Professional for the GCC region. He's also the chairman of the Event Technology and Entertainment Forum at Prolight Sound Middle East. Stefan, thank you very much for joining us today. We're actually at your suite at Coca-Cola Arena. Thanks for having us. First of all, HARMAN Professional, big player in the market, big player in the pro AV and lighting industry. Tell us about your activities in the region and what's been going on in the last sort of 12 months.
Yeah, I have personally joined HARMAN about 12 months ago as the Regional Business Development Manager. That means I'm covering all the GCC plus Jordan, Egypt and Ethiopia. And with these countries and being a very, very big area, it's quite a job to get this all covered. So we have set up new strategies into the market, how we show more presence in the market as the manufacturer. We're working together very, very closely with our distributors for many years, with HARMAN Middle East and with Masterpiece. And we really like to work with them. They like to work with us. So we are building a synergy, and this is how we conquer the market.
And there's actually nothing that you don't cover when it comes to Pro AV. There's one LED screens, but of course you're a Samsung company now. So there's pretty much everything that HARMAN covers now, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. So all the A, the V, and the L is being covered. So we have the L product, the HARMAN Professional product, what is our core and super business product. So we are bleeding yellow, as we say, for the HARMAN products. That's the company color of HARMAN. We been covered on the video aspects with AMX. That's a control and video solution, distribution solution for video signals as well. On the audio market, obviously, there is 8 other brands that we are covering, from JBL to Crown to Studer, Soundcraft, AKG, BSS, Lexicon. So it's quite a lot.
You've been involved with a lot of interesting projects in the Middle East. Some we can't talk about, some we can talk about. Abu Dhabi Grand Mosque, for example, Mecca Mosque. Let's talk about some of the key sort of projects that HARMAN's been involved in.
Yeah, obviously with the work of our distributors in the region, we are involved in quite some big projects. Some of them coming to us via worldwide consultants or owners, or just pure interest from the operators. We, in the fact of Abu Dhabi, it's a very, very long ongoing process of the Abu Dhabi Mosque, where the initial design was already done by HARMAN Professional Middle East. They installed everything 10 years ago. Now there was a refurb. So there's a new lighting into the mosque. So it's very, very nice. So if you go there in the evenings, have a look at the mosque. It's really, really cool. It's really nice.
Yeah. You will be at Prolight Sound Middle East with your distributors Masterpiece and VenueTech / HARMAN Professional. But also you're bringing the HARMAN Professional Universities, the series of workshops during the show. Can you care to elaborate on what these workshops will be?
Yes, of course I can. That's a thing where I spoke with the show director from Messe Frankfurt about what can HARMAN do to enhance the overall thing. And I said, Dishan, you know what? Let's do certified courses, because this is what people want. So people want certified courses in order to boost their presence in the market. If they are freelancers, if they are employed somewhere, they have to do their development and show development to their employers as well. So we have set up 3 courses for the AVL industry, targeted to the general public that comes to the events. It's a pre-registration process. One of them is houses of worship, mixing techniques. That's predominantly for the African market, but of course for the UAE market or GCC market as well. So that's a bit of microphone technique and how to set this all up. We have another course that's networked audio, so how to do this correctly in an already conjugated network of buildings, and the other one is designs of boardrooms, conference rooms.
Talking about the sort of the verticals that HARMAN covers, whether it be sort of general live events, entertainment, or houses of worships, or corporate, meeting spaces and hotels or whatever, modern meeting spaces. Is that quite a sort of big sort of area?
Yes, actually, modern meeting spaces. It's not like your old school boardroom that you're having with a whiteboard and maybe a telepresence camera or something like that. So it goes even more. So modern meeting spaces are getting smaller and getting more diversified. So basically you're having little so-called huddle spaces in this very modern sidelines here. So you basically meet up in smaller spaces. You have a lot of telepresence meetings. That's what we have, what we use in the company. So we have a system where all of us has a sound bar with a camera, and we just talk to our different people. So that makes it very efficient. We save on travel costs, obviously, and we can be present everywhere.
It's the future of communications, isn't
Yes.
it? Saudi Arabia, got Qiddiya coming up. The country is, the kingdom is really opening up on its live events and entertainment industries. Must be quite big opportunities there for HARMAN.
It's massive. It's not only for HARMAN, it's for everyone. I mean, we see this as a gradual grow in Saudi Arabia. So if you talk about like the market, it needs to be constructed. It needs to be designed first, it needs to be constructed first. So we're looking into like a cycle of the next 2 years when the first big business will happening. So that's the Red Sea project, for example. That will be a hotel area with, I don't know, I think 10,000 beds or whatever they have said. So this will be attached a smaller entertainment district as well. The Qiddiya district that will be built. There will be even in the cities of Riyadh, Dammam, Koba. The opportunities are massive, but they will be staggered over time. Qiddiya project, it's an estimated project cycle of 15 years till completion. So that it tells you something about, it's not going to happen tomorrow.
Sure.
It will be the day after tomorrow, etc., etc. So things are coming in play gradually.
And of course you cover GCC, but also Egypt, Jordan and
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Yes.
Oh wow, okay, so a little bit of East Africa as well. Apart from Saudi, the territories that you cover for HARMAN, where are you sort of traveling most? And to that end, obviously UAE's, I guess, a big one.
Yeah.
Ethiopia is quite interesting. Do you feel sort of?
I wasn't there yet, so that
Okay.
only came recently onto my plate. So
Is that kind of your entry point into the African market, sort of?
no, we are via our African office in Cape Town. We're serving the whole of Africa.
Okay.
It's just a little bit geographically. Actually, if you look into Egypt, what is one of my main markets, it's close to the UAE. There's historic bonding. There's historic trade route in between Egypt and the UAE.
Sure.
So we serve Egypt, or we don't see Egypt as an African country. And also with starting looking into East African markets is, does it make sense to go there from South Africa to East Africa, or is the direction from Dubai, is it closer? Because these people, by nature, they come to Dubai and buy their electronics in Dubai. It's the same, we have seen a shift from the African market, where about 20, 15 years ago, everyone from mid-Central Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, everyone came to Dubai to buy their electronics, and then they ship it over. So now with HARMAN, we set up our first distributor in Nigeria.
Okay.
We are signing a distributor in Kenya, and they've all been served from South Africa. So that's for us a huge entry into that mega market of Central Africa.
Are a lot of African buyers coming to Dubai to source a lot of the products?
Yes. Actually, I received a message from a friend of mine from Nigeria, and he asked me, "Hi Stefan, how are you? Everything okay? I'm coming to ProLiant Sound in Dubai. Can I stay with you for a week?" So, and I said, "Yeah, it's no problem. Come along.
Bring all your friends."
That may be a bit too much. Small house."
Sure. You've worked on a lot of projects. Well, HARMAN, of course, has been in the region for, was it 20 years? Is it in the Middle East or?
Yeah, you can say so.
Quite
Basically,
a long time.
I mean, we always had a presence here via the distributors in being this JBL or being this Martin Lighting. HARMAN as such has only been grown for the last 6, 7, 8 years when when HARMAN acquired Martin Lighting to form this to a group. Before HARMAN owned JBL and Crown and Soundcraft. So when the group then bought Studer for the broadcast consoles, so this forms a big group. So and this is why when 2 years ago when Samsung said we're going to buy HARMAN, then we looked into a bit more structured presence into the region. That's how I came in play, and then my new colleague Takis, who started 2 weeks ago, also for the same region. So we are now 2 in the region, and we are now working from Dubai and
hopefully expanding and growing very
absolutely,
soon.
yeah.
All right, tell me about your relationship with obviously your key sort of stakeholders, whether it be the owner of a project or end user or owner or consultant or specifier, system integrator. How do you manage those relationships when working on a particular project?
That's quite difficult. So first of all, you need to find out who's responsible for the project. Is it the owner? Is it the operator? Is it the consultant or the system integrators? So there's a long chain of people that you have to work on in order to make sure that your product is there and will also stay there. So even if you talk nicely to the consultants and to the specifiers and to the general contractor, someone at the other end can always say, we don't want your product, we want the product of your competition. Yeah. And that's a natural cycle in our industry. And of course, we're working there with different techniques, with different people, with specialists that can add value to the products and to the projects.
Yeah, it's I guess a kind of fine balance, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, the Events Technology and Entertainment Forum at Prolight and Sound Middle East. You are the conference chairman, working on the program, getting in the speakers, almost there. How's it looking, and who would sort of benefit from attending this conference at Prolight and Sound Middle East?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward for this year's conference. It's the third year. It's the third year I'm involved with, and we have seen a massive growth from the first year to the second year. The presentations getting more and more specific. The audience is getting more and more interested in specific content, and this is what we really like. People are really coming to the conference to gather knowledge, and with the program. This year, we see more international speakers rather than local speakers to bring more and different and diverse topics into the region where we say that's exactly what we wanted. It's exactly what our guests wanted, and we have seen quite an uptick on registrations, etc. So looks really good.
So that combined with, of course, the workshops that HARMAN Professional University is organising should be quite a full program, 3 days at the show, shouldn't it?
Yes, for me, I think that will be quite stressy, but I'm still loving it. I'm really looking forward. The program is starting with the 2 days conference. There will be the workshops. They are spread over all 3 days. Yep. There will be other workshops. There will be the Dante certification, etc., etc. So I can just encourage everyone to come along and register themselves for the workshops, register themselves for the Dante training, and of course register for the exhibition.
So obviously, system designers, system integrators, engineers, even IT professionals. When it comes to that, the day 2 workshop on network audio visual solutions, very, very relevant for IT professionals, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, this is something we have seen in a shift in the last couple of years, where everything becomes more and more integrated, and nothing works without IT. So you can see for in the first universities or schools that your usual AV technician is now an IT technician, because everything is networked. The audio is networked, the video is networked, lighting is networked. Without the network qualifications, you don't stand a chance anymore to getting a job in the industry.
Stefan, thank you very much for your time, and we will see you at Prolight and Sound Middle East.
Thank you, Gareth.